Hey Taurus, it's Kat here to do your August read. Start out by saging a little bit. Well, sage, cedar, sweetgrass, and osier root. So now that we've done that, I'm going to start with light seers here. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you who are returning back, welcome back. And we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Star on the split, guys. So let's see where we're going with that. You feel left out in the cold for some reason? Chariot. Moving forward towards your dreams. Star a second time. Let's see on the third split how it goes. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Moving towards your dreams. Okay, Taurus. This should be an interesting reading. Let's see if it comes out again. For those of you who are returning, I just want to give everyone a big shout out. For those of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed to the channel, I really sincerely appreciate it. I also really appreciate interacting with you guys in the comments. It's been awesome. It's been great getting to know you guys on a more personal level, interacting with you, finding out what's going on with you, how the readings are resonating or not resonating with you. And for those of you who have signed up for a personal reading, my sincere thanks in that as well. It's an honor to be able to read for you to give me that opportunity. I'm very grateful for that, sincerely grateful. So start out with your reading here. You got 5 swords, 8 of wands. So it looks like there's communication that wants to come in for you, or you want to communicate with someone. But your obstacle is someone who wants to win at all costs. And I feel like you're afraid to reach out and talk to this person or try and communicate with this person or rectify whatever is going on with this person. You know, the voices in your head are telling you, yeah, but if you reach out, you know what's going to happen. You know what they're going to say. You know how they're going to be. That's how they are. And that's what's going on here. You got 4 Pentacles in reverse too, which basically means you're holding on to your resources. You know, this is money on your mind and your mind on your money, right? In the traditional Rider-Waite, he's got 2 pentacles under his feet, 1 at his chest and 1 at his head. So this is like your soul being more concerned about your money than anything else, right? It's in your heart, it's in your mind. It's under the soles of your feet as well. Like you're standing on solid ground because you have resources, and that's how you feel grounded, is from these resources. In the recent past, the Hermit in reverse. So not really taking a time out to connect with spirit, feeling disconnected. Yeah, and you got 5 of Pentacles again, which we got on the split. This is feeling left out in the cold. So you've got 2 5s here. Feeling left out in the cold. Not having that spiritual, intuitive connection to know what to do, and not feeling like you're getting the answers you need. And again, 5 of Swords, 5, 5, 5 here, guys. Okay, definite change is coming in. All right, Ace of Swords, you're going to get clarity in your conscious mind. You're going to come to some moment of clarity, and that's going to be coming in from the divine. Down at the bottom of the spread, you get the Tower. This is sudden and abrupt change to change the situation. In your environment is the King of Cups. This is someone who doesn't necessarily show their emotion outwardly as much as you would like, but their emotion has the depth of the ocean, okay? So there's someone in your environment who is interested in you, who is emotionally mature, and who's going to be reaching out, I think. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get any more clarification. But you were worried about a Tower moment. You were worried about the sudden and abrupt change that happened or is going to happen. That's what your attitude is. It's like, this is terrible. This is sudden. This is abrupt. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you guys aren't communicating. And this is the person, the King of Cups, you're not communicating with here. 9 of Swords. Yeah, see, hopes and fears. This is like stress, anxiety, only much more so. I hope you're coming out of this. This is hopes and fears. Like, I hope I can overcome this, but this is the coulda, shoulda, woulda. What did I say? What exactly did I say? What exactly did I do? And this is taking the responsibility on yourself for what transpired in the relationship of 2 people, you and someone else. So not entirely up to you here, right? Even though that's your fear that you've blown it, I think. And you've got 2 of Wands trying to decide which path to take. Right? You've got passion for something and you're trying to decide what path to take. And then at the bottom, you do have the Chariot, you do have movement coming in here. So that's good to see. I think you're going to be moving on from this situation. I think right now you know, going into this month of August, you're still going to feel like you're left out in the cold because you're not having those conversations that would clarify things for you. I think there's definitely was a lack of clarity, and that's really what you're looking for, is more clarity about what happened. You see it as a disaster right now, or in the month of August, you see it as a disaster, something that totally upset your world and your plans and what you saw for yourself going forward with this King of Cups in your environment, right? Whoever you were in this relationship with. It's causing you great anxiety, but I think you are going to move on. I think you're going to choose another path, a path for yourself. You've got the Chariot, and then you've got the Queen of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So essentially, this Queen of Wands is very creative, very intuitive, kind of magical. So she's got her little black cat there. She's got all her candles lit. She's very spiritual. She has a connection with the divine. And she acts on her passion because that is actually her purpose. And I say her because that is the energy. It's female energy here in the card. It doesn't mean it's masculine or feminine. I could be reading for male or female here. Your masculine and feminine gets in balance, and so the Chariot moves, right? Your horses are going in the same direction now. You know, heart and soul going in the same direction. A masculine, feminine headed for the same course. I think you've got some clarity from the divine here, some passion from the divine that has inspired this movement. And you're going after here with these two wands, something that is for you, something you're passionate about. You see the world down here with the globe and this little VW bug here, like traveling, right? You're going to go after what you want. And that traveling transpires into the Chariot. So moving forward, they should almost have a chariot here pictured. But this is the divine coming in, giving you your passion back, right? So that's a beautiful thing to see. And I think that this had to go the way that it went. And it's this feeling of left out in the cold and I shoulda, coulda, woulda with this situation that you think is a disaster that ultimately leads you to clarity about yourself and clarity about what it is that you really want and clarity about what you're passionate about and going after that and pursuing it. So let's get some clarification on the clarity, shall we? I'm going to go to Art Nouveau deck here. And actually I've set up my little thing a little bit differently here, my table differently, so you can see some of the things that I have on my table and also the decks that are there in front of you, the decks that I use. I thought you might be interested in that. And if there's anything that comes up that you want, you can see the titles there so you know what to go out and purchase for yourself if that's of interest to you. But I'm going to get some clarity here. I actually just got this Aragonite the other day, which is actually pretty cool. It's an earthy crystal, right? This is helps with grounding your root and sacral chakras. So if that's something of interest to you, it's Aragonite. I had a dream about getting this, so I woke up the next day and I bought it because that's how I do it. When my intuition tells me something or I dream something, I'm supposed to be doing it, so I do it, you know. And I think here you're getting clarity about what is your purpose as well, and you're going after it. So kudos. Oops, we got two here. Let's see. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles again. So not only is, oh, this is good. So not only do you get the Ace of Wands here, so you have passion, right, for this endeavor, you also get the Ace of Pentacles. So this has great possibility of bringing you some financial reward as well, some financial gain, and giving you the foundation that was kind of disrupted here with this Tower card. So you also have the Three of Pentacles, and this is being the architect of your future, being the architect of your own life, and building a foundation that has the potential to move into something else with someone else. You know, I think it isn't until you kind of discover yourself and go after your own passions, right, with the Queen of Wands here, that you actually have that Nine of Cups experience. Let's see if that comes up, where you love yourself and you don't need validation outside. The Fool came up in reverse, so maybe you're not taking a risk in romance right now, but the risk that you're taking is on yourself. Maybe you're worried about the consequences and about that interfering with what you've got going on here, because you've been through all that before. And you want to focus on career and foundation for yourself and chase your passion for a while. I feel like that's been on the back burner for you. And you're holding on to your resources here. So that makes complete sense. You do have a Nine of Cups that comes in though, guys. You have a Knight of Cups that comes in. So there is going to be someone here offering you something. Yeah, see, you're walking away. This is where this Fool is coming from. You're like, no, I'm not taking this leap of faith with this individual. They may be coming in to present their offer of interest to me, but I know what the consequences are going to be. It's going to put me all in my head again like this, right? And then I'm going to be right back here with this whole situation, and I just don't want that. I don't want the disaster that came last time, so I am going to walk away. I'm going to walk away. But let's get more on this King of Cups here, because maybe there's something there that you don't see. Or maybe there isn't. Let's get some feedback here. I'm going to go to my standard, my go-to, my favorite deck. Spirit, can you give me clarity on the Knight of Cups? Okay. Chance to regain that Ten of Pentacles. But you're all in your head and anxiety about it. See, this is that whole Nine of Swords again. Yeah, you're afraid that it's going to put you, that this relationship could evolve into something here, which is what you lost in the past, and it's going to put you all in your head again. I think you're going to build your own foundation here for yourself. You've got a lot of pentacles here that relate to your passion, and there's definitely a purity of intent here. I don't know what kind of work you're doing. My guess is that this is something that has a healing perspective to it for other people, or is helpful to other people. Spirit will back that, you know what I mean? And try and protect you from that going awry, if that's what you're going after. Because all this anxiety and stuff is not necessarily the case, but let's see. What about this Nine of Cups? Oh, that's a marriage card, guys. The Hierophant is a marriage guide. It's also about tradition and rules, and sometimes this can say that the person who's interested in you is a little more traditional than you, wants more of a traditional committed relationship, you know, maybe wants this Ten of Pentacles with you, wants the marriage and the kids and the home and the legacy, wants the whole shebang with you because they're very traditional. Maybe that's putting you in your head as well. Maybe you're feeling like you have to sacrifice something that you're going after. Yeah, see, Nine of Pentacles. I think this is being in a situation where you don't feel okay alone. And I think you feel like getting involved with this individual and being in this committed kind of relationship, the way they want to be in it, is going to disrupt your singledom, disrupt what you've got going on. Because you got it going on, and you're afraid it's going to put you in the reverse. Yeah. A lot of anxiety here about being upside down again. I think you've had enough of that. That's too many, Spirit. I'm not going to take that. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, this is not taking an offer of love. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You don't want to be upside down. You don't want to be in a situation where you don't have yourself covered financially. See, you're holding your coins. Yeah. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket and have this King of Cups be your basket. You want to be your own basket. You're like, no, thanks. I don't want this offer. No, 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 no. But. You know, this is apathy towards love and towards an offer of interest coming from the divine, right? You're all set by yourself with threes. The reverse can also mean, coming out of that situation and feeling more receptive towards offers because you're settled in yourself. But with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I don't think so. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Too many nines here on the board. Too many fives here on the board. I don't think so. Let's get Romance Angels here and see what this Knight of Cups is up to, okay? Spirit, can I get some information on this Knight of Cups for Taurus, please? Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Maybe that's what's scaring you. What else? You afraid you get lost in that situation, possibly? What else, Spirit, on this Knight of Cups for Taurus? Knight of Cups for Taurus coming in August, please. Anything else on this Knight of Cups for Taurus? Nope. Anything there? One more time. Knight of Cups for Taurus, please. Spirit guides. Knight of Cups for Taurus. Anything else? The siren goes off, right? Okay. I think there's chemistry. I think that's where it is. I think this is an attraction. Let's see here. It maybe has you a little bit in your head. I'm going to take the hidden truth here and see if we can get anything out of this. Okay. And trust me, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this person coming in beyond this, but I just kind of want to get a sense for you. It's that magnetic attraction that's disconcerting you, like throwing you out of your orbit, I think. Okay, you got, I left you before you could leave me. So I think this refusal of love is after what happened with this disaster here with this King of Cups, this Knight of Cups. You're like, no, I'll just say no before this blows up into some kind of disaster. And you also got this card, which is, it was my fault, but I blamed you. And that is this Nine of Swords, right? I didn't say the right thing. I didn't do the right thing. I shouldn't have said this or that. Maybe if I had done this, maybe if I did more of that. This is the thing that keeps you up at night, right? Because if we truly understand that someone crossed our standards or didn't live up to our standards, not expectations, but our standards and our boundaries, if it was a relationship that was abusive or tumultuous or toxic, and it ended, and we don't feel we have any fault in it, we can move on without having all of this come up. But this feeling it was your fault, that you could have done more, should have done more, seeing it as like this tower moment, this disaster, that being in your attitude placement. Yeah. And I left you before you could leave me is like, I just don't even want to go here again. So I'm just going to bail on this whole thing. All right, let's get some advice for you here for the month of August. If and when this Knight of Cups shows up, I want to get some advice from you from the, let's see here what we got. Let's do the wisdom of the Oracle, okay? Let's do the wisdom of the Oracle. All right, let's see here. Can I get some advice for Taurus, please, about this Knight of Cups when this Knight of Cups comes in? Some advice about what Taurus should be doing, thinking about, maybe checking themselves on. Spirit, can you give me some advice, please, for Taurus, Spirit guides on the Knight of Cups? What is Taurus supposed to do with this in August? There's a fork in the road. Yeah, I think because you had that plan. You know, you get the Two of Wands and you have this path and it's pretty clear to you. You've got this passion that comes in from the divine and you're all fired up about it and you're chasing your dreams. And then, bingo, someone who you're chemically attracted to, right? There's chemistry there, comes in. Soulmates. Okay. All right, Spirit is giving some advice here. All right, let me just read these for you guys. Yeah, fork in the road is you can't plan things. The divine is going to plan things for you. You know what I mean? There's some element here of what's meant to be is supposed to be. Sometimes you find yourself at a fork in the road. Things don't go your way. Divine timing has a hand in things. Yeah, this is time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act and owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and you are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left, or will you go right? That's pretty deep, guys. You've got all this chemistry. This is saying this is a potential soulmate, right? So will you follow your dreams by going left, or will you go right again? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice. You have to come this is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. You need to be present and don't avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroad for you. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. So, you know, you've got your passion, your dream, whatever that is, career, whatever that is that you're chasing. And then you've got the soulmate over here. So whichever path you choose, Spirit is saying you will have a rich and meaningful experience. Do you take the road less traveled? Or do you go to the right? Okay. So let's go to the soulmate card and see what that other choice is for you. All right. Emperor Penguins here, made for life. Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. Consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate who's come to guide you home to the real you. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what comes to mind as I'm reading this. My intuition is saying here, where Spirit is saying you're going to have a rich and meaningful experience no matter which path you choose, the path less chosen or the soulmate. Someone who truly loves you will support you in being the real you. Someone who truly loves you will encourage you and support you and want you to be your authentic self. And if that means chasing your dreams and chasing down these things that, you know, light you up on the inside, then they will be there to support that decision behind you all the way, okay? Someone who's not a true soulmate is going to be in it for themselves, right? So if you're going to take a risk on someone, you've got to realize that potentially it doesn't necessarily mean the end of your self-sustainability, or, you know, this is not necessarily not chasing your dreams and chasing theirs. You can have both. You can have both. And the question is, do you believe that you can have both, right? Or the patterns from the past going to rear their ugly head again, right? I think Spirit is telling you that no matter which decision you make, it's okay. So you're going to have to follow your intuition. Let this unfold slowly so you can see what's going on. This is a person who believes in traditional roles in relationships and marriage. See it here? So that will be over to you. And this is a reading for August, but I have a feeling it's going to come after like the middle of August when this person shows up. And all of these decisions may not come right then and there. I think you're going to have this strong magnetic, you know, chemistry up front. The question is, do you refuse that love because it can evolve into this, into the soulmate situation? Or do you refuse it and go after this path to follow your passion? So that's what I have for you right now, Taurus. Join me again in the mid-month. If you want to hit that notification button or notification bell and the subscribe button on your way out, then you'll be notified when I read in the middle of the month, so I can give you an update on the situation. Let me know what resonates with you in the comments, and I will talk to you guys later. Love you much. Take care. Have a great couple of weeks, okay? Bye, Taurus.